Kanu's illegal detention. United Nations canvasses Tinubu's arrest, failure to release him on October 10. What's your take on that?
Okay, let me just put it very clearly. It is not the first time the United Nations is making an effort, but let us believe those efforts were as a result of who is in charge of the United Nations at that time, and where we have the likes of Obama, we have the likes of Joe Biden, and these two people does not align, with the ideology of the IPOB, concerning the role they actually played, in Kenya, the role they also played in Jonathan's government, the role they also played in those who ganged up to continue killing and detention of people who are seeking solidarity for the sovereign nation of Biafra. I am talking about as at that era, wouldn't want to believe that Obama and Joe Biden and the rest of them should push through ECOWAS or through AU for the list of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they feel that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a threat and a resistance to a certain ideology and agenda they wish to push towards Africa, West Africa, and of course, Nigeria. So, are we seeing a new United Nation now, where we have a liberal man, where we have a man of integrity, where we have a man of action, where we have a man of peace, where we have a no-nonsense United States President, Donald Trump, who we have seen so far has struggled for some time now to see how he's going to bring peace between Israel and Hamas and Palestinians, and also between Russia and, of course, Ukraine, because of certain policies that was pushed by these people too, affected Africa, affected Russia, and also affected Israel, and of course Hamas. These two people, Hamas, Biden, and Obama, sorry, and that Obama actually, from what we learned, actually came from Kenya, and it was in Kenya, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was, kidnapped because that's an illegality in the first place, and because of that illegality, no court of competent jurisdiction has the tenacity to try such a matter, such a case, anywhere, any place in the world. But the manipulative government terrorist organization under the name of APC and PDP, led by, of course, Muhammad Buhari as at that time, and the likes of them we are seeing today, who are their subjects and their lieutenants, Muhammad Tinubu and the rest of them, including all the northerners, them and the rest of them, we are actually, coming together, rejoicing. Malami, Femi Adesina, even went to Kenya and kidnapped somebody who is seeking to defend himself from the jihadist agenda. Today, the same government that kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is seeking, asking their own indigenous people to defend themselves. Again, the same thing, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and the rest of the people who saw what this agenda was like and was able to tell people to be ready for the consequences of one Nigeria. They were planned. There was conspiracy. Territories were invaded. Sovereignty were invaded. Treaties were docked to make sure Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is being kidnapped, brought back to Nigeria, and kept in detention. United Nations General Assembly, whose primary obligation is to seek a way of conflict resolution. Self-determination is a charter, it's a right, not a privilege, enshrined in the AU Charter. Enshrined. In the Charter of the United Nations, principle on self-determination of indigenous people, Biafra is overqualified to be a nation and will be a nation. We are asking the United Nations under the leadership of the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, why have you not issued directives on the illegality that was done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is it now that you have mandated all the structures of the United Nations, all the UN agencies to go after Nigeria because a superior power is about to ask you questions? Nigeria as a nation and as a government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu has suffered severe damages among international communities, among Committee of Nations. Nigeria's image has dwindled. Obama and Biden brought catastrophe Trump is facing to resolve today, including the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And another perception to it is that we do not want to believe that Obasanjo has started activating his international channels and links and contacts over what the judiciary have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this moment. Nnamdi Kanu has no business staying in DSS custody for 5 years without trial. That is extremely wickedness on the side of the government. They do not have the jurisdiction, the legal power and prowess to prevail in such a matter. But because Nigeria will happen to Nigerians, Obasanjo is telling the Nigerian judiciary, enough of this illegality. And that is what we are seeing today. That the AU and the United Nations agencies have written, reportedly, a warning because Donald Trump has instructed all the relevant agencies within the United Nations, has been reported by so many sources, to take up the Nigerian abuse of fundamental human rights of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In the next court appearance, under the presiding judge, James Omotosho, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. There's no two ways about it. This is not the era where you think you do anything and go scot-free. Enough of this illegality against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never committed any offense, and rather, his continued detention will bring about the sovereignty of Biafra. Whether you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not, Biafra has become a consciousness. Biafra has become a symbol of liberation of every black soul all over the world. The presence of the Mossad in Nigeria is not a joke, it's a signal. And one of the principles of which Mossad was established is to protect the interests of the Jews all over the world, whether adopted or not. I am a Jew, I'm an Israelite. And that is what I am. And that is what Master Nnamdi Kanu told the court. This is who I am. And that is one of the reasons Mossad was established. They are in Nigeria. The Northerners are shouting. Sheikh Gumi is running up and down now. You don't know where to hide. Tinubu is globetrotting, moving from one hidden country to another. They are running away of the fury that has come. Mossad is an arms intelligent wing of the Israeli government. Anybody that is telling you that Israel as a government does not know what is happening in Nigeria, does not know what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am telling you, you are a blatant liar. You went to United Nations, you supported Hamas, you supported Palestinians against Israel. Buhari did the same. Shetima did the same. You remembered October 7, when Hamas Hezbollah invaded Israel unprovoked and massacred many. Not this present Israel. You cannot do it and go scot-free. And of course, you know what follows thereafter? The consequences. The world is taking it gradually for Nigerian government to amend their ways and instruct on motorshop to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect. Let Bola Ahmed Tinubu do the needful. Stop listening to the Fulani agenda. Stop aligning with anti-Igbo. It won't favor you. You can't beat an Igbo man that has not been in government, that have not killed you, that have not cheated you, that have supported you. You are raising your hand against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no business there. If you feel that you cannot release him, well, so be. Even if you release him, if you are not the one, Biafra, liberation is bigger, better, recognized all over the world now. Courtesy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that was what they are telling you. It will lead to disintegration of Nigeria. You don't know the mean why Mossad is here. You don't know whether for the disintegration of Nigeria. You know whether they are here, for covert operations. You don't know. Now, when they will leave, you don't know. When they will stay, you don't know where they are going. You don't know. Nobody knows. But I can tell you that Mossad is here to protect those who are killing the Jews, the Christians, the Biafran Christians. God bless you.
Thank